here we go back to the highlights of this race. The start towards the south with a southerly breeze. The Italians leading the pack on the right side of the course, where it wasn't clear if the southerly breeze was as usually stable and the left side would pay off, or if the sea breeze is coming back in and the right side of the course is paying off. Amazing footage on board. Teams from all over the world, 19 nations here, over 100 boats making their way around the course and trying to work with this very, very hard wave to use, and as well the wind to spot and to make the most of it.
That's right. We could see, as we mentioned earlier, half of the fleet taking the left-hand side, going maybe for this usual southern side, which is winning, and half of the fleet going to the right-hand side, maybe expecting the wind to go slightly to the right-hand side. And obviously, the left-hand side did win out, yes. And the first boat rounding the top mark was the Poland, Mateusz Kuźnierewicz and Bruno Prada,
yes.
Who were as well leading the downwind pack. We could see some mark rounding action from onboard camera
racing.
And from drone footages.
And then once again, the fleet split up to the right and the left side. And the crews, for example, as well, from the States, very strong. Eric Doyle and Jim Buckingham from the States, trying to make the best with these conditions.
Yeah, we saw some changes in the leader positions during this race. Now we are down on the first downwind gate mark. We saw the Poland again rounding the mark in the first place with a decent lead, opening the right-hand side and shortly after making attack.
And the German crew, Hubert Merkelbach, Markus Koy took the other side, the other mark, and that definitely paid off for them at first hand. Now back on the second upwind, the crews made their way all the way up. Crews and
yeah, this time boats. In the upwind, we saw that majority of the teams were going to the left-hand side. That as we had info from the race course, the wind at the top mark was more to the left and more strong than down on the gate.
And once again, those two wind systems, weather systems, fighting against each other. So it was very, very hard to tell if it was the left side or the right side of the course that would pay off in the end. And the crews who tried something new, Hubert Merkelbach, Markus Koy, they're taking the other side, the other downwind mark, definitely paid off. Here we see at the second top mark all the crews, or most of the crews, coming from the left side of the course. Here very close ley line tactics, where probably there was a big wind shift as well, because to go that much under the ley line is very unusual for this quality of sailors.
And now we saw the first time the changing in the leader position with Martin Hubermeck taking the leading position, yes. Going into the last downwind towards the finish line. And as we were about talking how the wind showed consistency today, and that my skeptical thoughts about maybe sun breeze kicking in and making some difficulties out there, that we escaped that case. It showed up at the end of the downwind leg, just few hundred meters before the finish line. The wind came from the right, almost sea breeze kicked in. We saw the crews trimming their sails for the upwind and taking their way to the finish line. That was interesting, intensive. Assume there was many changes in the position.
Yes, and here we have the race winners from Italy.
Yes, Diego Negri and Sergio Labortenghi, who won the race number 2.
Gold star for a reason.
Yeah, they were yesterday in the 9th place, so they will take a leader position after today.
Then Hubert Merkelbach and Markus Koy from Germany taken home in second spot. And then from Poland, amazing cruise.